Okay, back to business. Um, Mental recovery, physical recovery, nature, and money. Um, about a year into my recovery, I asked another veteran friend to teach me how to smoke. I'd done my research. I had even watched some TED Talks saying how there's initial promising results of seeing how this particular how marijuana could be good for my particular type of brain damage. Um, had nothing to lose. Um, and started smoking and started asking a lot of questions about how things work, why things work, what things are, da 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 da. I I'm a problem solver. I'm highly adaptive. I'm quite chameleon, and I'm a driven problem solver with a competitive intellectual ego. I enjoy understanding things. Um, and I enjoy making things happen. There's nothing wrong with manipulation. You go to the chiropractor, you go to the massage therapist. Ooh, manipulate me all day. You've got one of my friends used to regularly say he would manipulate his mom to quit smoking all the time. That manipulation in and of itself is not a bad thing. The psychology aspect of my recovery, ooh, I have manipulated myself every step of the way. I did not want to live and was not given a choice about it. So if we've got, let's make the best of it. And from the moment I opened my eyes, I have reserved judgment, even of my own murderer, because the uniform deserves more than that. I have been true to myself in every way, including the unfortunate but necessary temporary absence of my family and friends. Because my psychologist explained to me that for them, it was like slowly watching who I am now murdering who they had known all of their lives. I'm a different person. Nobody expected me to survive. Nobody expected me to recover this much, ever. But yet, they all knew that they would be very lucky if I was anything like the person they knew. So no one should be surprised, disappointed, or angry that I'm different. There's still lots about me that's the same, but there's also lots about me that's quite different. I am what I am, and I'm okay with that. What I am is a highly effective, somewhat efficient tool. Now, guns don't kill people. Plows also don't plow the ground themselves. Now, They're just tools. Motive. Now, motive's everything. Right thoughts, right actions. And our thoughts haven't been right in a long time. We have created, promoted, and persisted a society that we know is increasingly out of balance, imbalanced, and unbalanced. You know, how about we just drop all this shit and try balance? And then we come to the Mobius strips, tortials, wormholes, quasars, the golden ratio, God, and multidimensional psychology. I'm a huge geek, right? I mean, when you get down to it, I'm a health not tomboy geek. I have also been lots of other things. I've done lots of other things too, but completely forgot what I was going to say. Welcome to Brain Damage, and this is me, more recovered than anybody ever hoped. Woohoo! Yay for the system that let down someone who was asking for help for over a decade before he did this to me. What? Yes. You see, Brad was a soldier. Brad is. I hope he still is. Dude, we're not friends. I really have no interest in you anymore. I'm actually deeply committed in love with somebody else. But there was a lot of good. There was a lot of good in him too. Which is why I would have gone through so much to try and help him for so long. With great reward comes great risk. Brad has significant potential. He just froze when shots fired. And you know, nobody knows until it happens. But you could get it. You got a feeling. You got a feeling, but you hope. And it is not that we fall. It is what we do when we get back up again. I have put my money where my mouth is every step of the way. I was lied to and manipulated, either deliberately or ignorantly out of emotion. No, deliberately ignorantly or ignorantly out of emotion. It depends. I don't know. Either way, it was. It was. I was lied to and manipulated, and I didn't like it. I refused to support the police's case. because they refused to catch him on what he did. They insisted on lying. They even lied to me. I am a trained interrogator. I am a behavioral psychologist. And I'm probably better at their job, although less experienced, better at their job than they are. There's a lot to be said for experience, but there's also just a lot to be said for learning. And unfortunately, not everybody chooses to learn from experience. Experiential learning. That's what Buddha promoted. Experiential learning. Don't take anybody's word for it. Don't. Well, I mean, and don't take my word for it. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want whenever you're ready. But when you're ready, no. If you need to touch the fire, you will know the answer you need. And hopefully you'll only do it once. If you do it twice, you get what you deserve. In a society that refuses to permit transgression, protects. Wow. Wait a minute. Is that like a pinch of prevention's worth a pound of cure kind of thing? Holy shit. Now if we're actually to look and listen to the psychology of Benjamin Franklin. Whoa, now wait. These things actually have deeper impacts and meanings? I know. Maybe you shouldn't have slept through Lit 101. Hey. Most people say that paper is one-dimensional. Because it's flat, right? Or, well, actually, let's theoretically, paper is as flat as we can perceive. So one-dimensional is just like, it's linear, right? Because even the line itself would have a back and a front. Now we're slipping into physics. But let's just put that aside. Linear, AB. Quickest way from point A to point B is in a straight line. Sure. Okay, got it. That would be one dimension. Okay, got it. But we have 5 senses, at least. Taste, touch, smell, feel, hear. And, we interact. We're not flat. Why the fuck would our actions be one-dimensional? Why would we live one-dimensional lives? Why would we get stuck in thinking that psychology is one-dimensional, that behavior is one-dimensional, that effects are one-dimensional? A ripple effect. You throw a stone into the lake, ripples come out. Okay, you throw a stone into the river, ripples come out. But the river still keeps moving. Throw a rock in the same exact place again. But the river has moved on. The river has moved on, and as the rock falls to its final resting place, for the time being, the currents inevitably will knock it into a different place than where the previous one settled. And such is life. Life is dynamic. We are dynamic. Well, solutions should be dynamic. Our behavior causes ripples, and our selfishness blinds us with labels being the bind.